Ladies and gentlemen, listen closely. There's a reason you've faced what you've faced. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because you're built different. You've walked through fire, yet you didn't burn. You've been tested, but you didn't break. Some of you don't even realize how blessed you are. So, sit up and listen. Today, you're about to understand something that will change how you see yourself forever. If you've ever questioned why you're different, why you don't fit in, why you keep rising no matter how hard life hits you, then you need to hear this. You're not just another woman. You're a woman blessed beyond measure. There's a certain kind of woman who doesn't just exist. She endures, evolves, and excels. No matter what life throws at her, she is built differently. She doesn't complain about the struggle. She embraces it because she knows it's shaping her into something greater. This is the kind of woman who carries a strong spirit. Spirit that refuses to bow to circumstances, refuses to break under pressure, and refuses to let the world define her worth. A woman with a strong spirit isn't just someone who gets through tough times. She transforms because of them. She doesn't crumble when life gets difficult. She adapts, learns, and grows. When the world tells her she's not enough, she doesn't argue, she just proves it wrong. She walks through fire, and instead of being consumed, she becomes something unshakable, something unbreakable. That kind of strength doesn't come easy. It's forged through pain, through challenges, through nights spent wondering if she can keep going. It comes from the disappointments that almost crushed her, the betrayals that nearly shattered her, and the setbacks that tested her faith in herself. She has scars, not as wounds, but as proof that she has fought battles others wouldn't have survived. She's the kind of woman who has been underestimated, overlooked, and taken for granted. And yet, somehow, she always finds a way to rise. Life has tried to silence her, but she refuses to stay quiet. She refuses to shrink herself just to make others comfortable. She doesn't need validation because she knows her worth. And even when others fail to see it, she carries herself like the queen she is. This woman doesn't chase approval. She doesn't beg for people to see her value. She walks into a room and the energy shifts, not because she's loud, but because her presence demands respect. She's not looking for attention, but people can't help but notice her. There's something different about her, an aura, a confidence, a quiet power that speaks louder than words ever could. She has learned to trust herself, to rely on her instincts, to move in silence when necessary. She understands that not everyone is meant to go where she's going. She has let go of friendships that drained her, relationships that stunted her growth, and situations that no longer served her purpose. Because a strong woman doesn't beg to be chosen, she chooses herself. And let's talk about the way she handles failure. Most people let failure define them. Most people give up when things don't go as planned. But this woman, she takes failure as feedback. She analyzes, adjusts, and attacks again. She understands that every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. When life tells her no, she finds another way. When doors close, she doesn't stand there knocking forever. She builds her own door. She creates her own path. She makes space where there was none. That's the kind of force she is. She's resilient, not because life's been easy, but because she refused to be broken. She's walked alone when she had to. She stood when others sat down. She's kept going when quitting would have made sense, and that's why she stands tall today. This strength she carries, it's not loud, it's not flashy, it's not on display. It's quiet, it's deep, it's rooted, and it inspires people. People look at her and wonder how she keeps going, how she keeps smiling, how she keeps fighting. They don't know the nights she cried in silence, the times she doubted herself, the moments she felt like giving up, but she didn't. She couldn't. Because there's something inside her that won't let her quit. And if you're hearing this right now and something inside you is stirring, then maybe you are that woman. Maybe you've been doubting your own power. Maybe you've forgotten who you are. Let me remind you, you're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. You're not here to survive. You're here to rise. You are not weak. You're wise. You're not broken. You're built by the storm, forged by the fire, strengthened by every loss, every setback, every disappointment. You are here now, not by chance, but by choice. The choice to keep showing up. You've carried weight most can't see. You've walked through pain and turned it into purpose. You've turned silence into wisdom and heartbreak into power. You don't need to explain it. You are the explanation. So from this moment on, walk like you know who you are. Speak like you know your voice matters. Move like doors are opening, because they are. Opportunities are being drawn to you, even when you don't chase them. You attract favor. That's your energy. Your energy makes space. It clears paths. It opens hearts. And whether you know it or not, that's why things come together for you. Not because you never fail, but because failure can't hold you. Not because you never struggle, but because struggle can't stop you. You rise anyway. You build anyway. You love anyway. You dream anyway. People don't always understand it. They try to copy it. They try to box it, but it can't be faked. It can't be duplicated. It can't be taken, because it's in you. It's who you are. You've been protected. You've been covered. And everything you've lost, it didn't break you. It made room for something greater. So don't shrink. Don't dim. Don't hold back. The world doesn't need a quieter you. It needs the full version, the real version, the one who's been through the fire and came out stronger. You don't owe anyone smallness. You don't owe anyone silence. You don't owe the past your future. You owe yourself everything, and you've got it. The power, the grace, the presence. You've got the blueprint. You've got the calling. Now walk like you know it. Move like you own it. Because you do. And the next time life tests you, the next time someone doubts you, questions you, tries to dim you, remember this: you're not just a woman, you're the woman, built different, favored, chosen, unbreakable, and no matter what comes next, you'll handle it. You always have. You always will. Because that's who you are. You've stood in rooms that weren't ready for you. Walked into spaces that tried to shrink you. You've been the only one clapping for yourself. The only one believing when no one else did. And guess what? You still made it through. That's not luck. That's legacy. You carry something rare, something real. And the world knows it, even if they pretend not to. That's why they watch. Why they whisper. Why they copy your moves but never your mindset. Because your mindset is different. It was born in struggle, raised in rejection, trained by trials. You didn't read about resilience. You lived it. You didn't talk about strength. You became it. So don't ever apologize for being too much, too confident, too bold, too sure. You are not too much. They just aren't enough. Let them be uncomfortable. Let them question. Let them stare. You're not here to please. You're here to lead, and you don't lead by shouting. You lead by standing, by walking with purpose, by refusing to fold. You've walked through seasons that tried to silence you, seasons that stripped everything but your soul, and yet, you spoke life over yourself. You picked up the pieces. You kept going, not for the applause, not for the recognition, but because something inside you refuses to quit. That's not normal. That's not average. That's divine. That's destiny. There's something about you that calls for more. Not because you want to impress, but because you're built for impact. You weren't made to just exist. You were made to shift atmospheres, to spark change, to break cycles. So, don't second-guess your steps. Don't play small to fit spaces that don't honor your presence. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. Let your scars speak. Let your journey teach. Let your growth be the evidence, because you've earned your place. Not through shortcuts, but through storms. Not through favor alone, but through faith and fire. You are not here by mistake. Not still standing by accident. Everything you've survived was preparation. Preparation for this moment, this chapter, this level. So walk in it, own it, live it. Because you, my friend, you are the reminder that no matter how dark it gets, the light still wins. You are the proof that purpose can rise from pain, that joy can follow sorrow, that wisdom is the reward for walking through what others ran from. You are not behind. You are being positioned. Every delay had meaning. Every no had protection. Every loss made room. And the woman you are becoming, she's unstoppable. She's undeniable. She's unforgettable. So keep your head high, keep your spirit unshaken, and keep moving forward, even when it's slow, even when it's quiet, even when it feels like no one sees. Because the truth is, the right people are watching, the right doors are opening, the right moment is coming, and when it does, you won't have to chase it. It'll meet you where you are. You've been hidden, but not forgotten. You've been tested, but not abandoned. You've been delayed, but not denied. Because what's meant for you was designed with you in mind. And it can't be stolen. It can't be stopped. This is your season, not because it's perfect, but because you're ready. Ready to release the past, ready to stop settling, ready to fully step into the woman you were born to be. And if no one else has told you lately, let me say it clearly. You are more than enough, more than worthy, more than capable. You are a force. You are the light. You are the moment. Keep going, keep rising, keep believing, because you're not done yet. You're just getting started. You've already done what most people couldn't. You've healed from things that tried to break you. You've forgiven when you could have stayed bitter. You've kept loving even after being hurt. That's real power. That's not weakness. That's not softness. That's strength most people will never understand. Because they haven't walked your path. They haven't seen what you've seen. They haven't felt what you've carried. But you carried it anyway. And not only did you carry it, you kept moving forward. You kept showing up. You kept choosing hope when everything around you told you to give up. That's what makes you rare. Not the way you look, not the way you talk, but the way you fight, the way you bounce back, the way you rise from ashes and build from ruins. Some people build with tools. You built with nothing but grit and faith. People wonder how you do it, how you keep going, how you stay grounded while still reaching higher. It's because you've been to the bottom, you've seen the dark, you've cried alone, and you decided this won't be the end of me, so you got up again and again, with shaky hands, with a heavy heart, with no applause. And that's the part they don't see, the nights you had to be your own comfort, the mornings you had to fake strength just to make it through. You've mastered the art of rising, and now you're mastering the art of thriving. No more just surviving, no more hiding your brilliance, no more minimizing your presence to make others feel secure. You've played small long enough. You've held back out of fear long enough. Now it's time. Time to walk like every step is on purpose. Time to speak like every word carries power. Time to stand like you belong in every room you enter. Because you do. No more shrinking, no more second guessing. No more apologizing for who you are. You are here. You are ready. You are rising. And every time life tried to bury you, you were just being planted. Now it's your season to bloom. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them talk. You don't need to explain growth to people still rooted in fear. You've outgrown the old version of you. The one that questioned everything. The one that hesitated. The one that kept waiting for permission. Now, you move because you know You speak because you've learned. You act because you're ready. And if the path looks lonely, good. That means it's yours. That means it's sacred. That means it's made just for you. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's timeline. You are not behind. You are being refined. Delayed doesn't mean denied. Slow progress is still progress. And your pace? It's perfect. You are not here to be average. You are here to create impact, to leave legacy, to walk in purpose. And no, it won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. Every lesson, every tear, every lonely chapter, you didn't just go through it, you grew through it, and now you are becoming unstoppable. Because nothing can shake a woman who built her life on a foundation of fire. This strength in you, it's not new. It's just now being revealed, and the world isn't ready. But that doesn't matter. You don't need them to be ready. You just need to be true to your vision, to your voice, to your value. Because once a woman decides to own her power, everything changes. She stops chasing, she starts attracting, she stops begging, she starts building, she stops waiting, she starts moving, and that's exactly where you are. On the edge of something greater, not because you stumbled on it, but because you survived for it, you prayed for it, you grew for it, you are ready for it. That glow you feel, it's real, it's earned. It's divine, and from this point forward, every step you take will align with who you're becoming. Every connection will match your energy. Every opportunity will mirror your worth. Why? Because the old you isn't running the show anymore. The healed you is, the whole you is, the higher you is, and she's not waiting for a green light. She is the light.